all questions must be asked. Some questions are tricky, some questions are easy, some answers are tricky, some answers are easy. Today, the question, is the Bosnian pyramid a hoax or not? Well, there are some things that are easy, and one thing is the Bosnian pyramid looks like a pyramid. That's one. Two, the Bosnian pyramid is oriented to our current North Pole. But it is not a perfect pyramid. One side is perfect, the two other sides adjacent to the north side are less perfect, and the south side is not perfect. Doesn't look like a pyramid. So it is not a totally perfect pyramid. That is absolutely not the case. So, on the question, is the Bosnian pyramid a hoax? Is the answer yes and no. Alternative research likes to kick against mainstream science, but they don't like to kick against each other. Or let's say they don't want to be critical towards each other. If there is no criticism or correction mechanism in alternative research, which mechanism corrects mistakes in alternative research? Bosnia was in a heavy civil war some decades ago. It was totally ruined, and the Bosnian economy could benefit from a pyramid that is larger than the pyramids of Giza. Of course, it would draw a lot of tourism, and it is already drawing a lot of tourism. So that is a good thing. But on the question, is everything allowed to get the economy going again? I think the answer is no. I think the most important question everyone should ask himself: what is my intention to do this or to do that? What is the intention of the discoverer of the Bosnian pyramid? Is the intention to discover new pyramids, or is the intention to make a business for the economy of Bosnia? In other words, is it about finding a new truth, or is it about finding a new business? And there are very few cases where these two things match. Bosnia is near the edge of two plates, the Eurasian and African plate. This area is subjected to rotational changes in the clockwise direction, and it is unlikely to have both a very old age and a very accurate orientation of the pyramid. It is said that the orientation of the pyramid is 12 seconds from true north. That is 0.003 degrees. Nobody seems to have asked the question, how do you measure a rough shaped pyramid that is incomplete? How do you measure an orientation of 0.0033 degrees? How do you do that on a rough surface? Because it is a hill covered with a lot of vegetation. It would be acceptable if the claim was, yes, it is a pyramid, and we have discovered that it is quite accurately oriented to true north, our current North Pole, and it is, let's say, oriented within plus minus 1 degree or 1.5 degree. That would be acceptable. The discoverer does not only try to overclass the pyramids of Giza in height, but also in orientation. So it has all the appearance of a sort of competition. A competition in business, a competition in amount of tourists, a competition in height of the pyramid, a competition in orientation of the pyramid. So it has all the appearances to overclass the pyramids of Giza. And by trying to overclass Giza, drawing a lot of tourists. At first I believed that the Bosnian pyramids were real, but after a time I started to study a little bit about them, and then I discovered some of the claims, and this made me doubt about not only the intentions but also about the claims itself. They are very unlikely. The measurements around the Bosnian pyramid are done by the Bosnian Geodetic Service. I did some Google searches to the Bosnian Geodetic Service, but I could not find any organization that has a website or an address somewhere in Bosnia, and the search results that pop up are directly related to the Bosnian pyramid, as far as I could find. So if there is someone who knows more about the Bosnian Geodetic Service, please leave a comment below. I would like to correspond with this organization as a professional to professional. Maybe I can learn something about how to measure orientation of a rough hill very, very accurately. But honestly, I doubt it. So I want to know more about how did you measure such an accuracy and put this into public domain. Back to the question, are the Bosnian pyramids real? First of all, if you look at the terrain in which the pyramids are discovered, it is not a flat area. It is an area full of similar, very tooth-shaped hills. It is a very rough terrain. So you could ask the question, how likely is it that you will find in such an area a hill that is shaped like a pyramid? Not a perfect pyramid, but a hill that has some of the appearances of a pyramid. Bosnia is a wrecked country after a civil war, and it could very much benefit from let's say a pyramid with a cult around it, and hotels and tourists that need eating and driving around, and it's good to have a business. It's okay, but don't say it's a pyramid. It's just a hype around something, a business around a claimed ancient culture, a culture of healing and crystals. Maybe this is true, because there were ancient cultures that knew much more about healing and vibrations and energy than we do today. So, of course, the claim resonates with a lot of people. There were massive catastrophes in the ancient past. Look, for example, to Derinkuyu in Turkey. It's an enormous city, underground city, where people could flee for a long, long time. There are also vast tunnel constructions discovered all around Europe, maybe all around the world. Tunnel constructions between all sorts of underground cities. And maybe what happened here in the case of the pyramids of Bosnia is that the discoverers stumbled upon a look-alike pyramid, started to dig and search, and found an underground tunnel work, because this area of Bosnia lends itself very well to underground tunnel work. So that is maybe what happened here, that the discoverers stumbled upon an ancient tunnel work and it has the appearances of a pyramid, well, this was only, let's say, a way to attract the discoverers to a certain ancient tunnel work. Again, back to the question, is the Bosnian pyramid a real pyramid? I think the answer is no. Is there in this area of Bosnia ancient tunnel work? I think the answer is yes. Was there an ancient culture around this area? I think yes. So let's say there is some confusion around the Bosnian pyramid. There were ancient cultures around, but it was not a culture that built a pyramid. Maybe they were attracted to this typical hill in the same way as many people are attracted to it today. And maybe they understood they can build some healing-like energy center beneath this pyramid-shaped hill. It seems as if this is the best explanation for the case of the Bosnian pyramid. So there is some truth in it and there is some untruth in it. I think this is the answer to the controversy around the Bosnian pyramid. There are some questions we need to answer positively and there are some questions we need to answer negatively. The best answer is in the nuances and somewhere in between. Thank you for watching my video and leave a comment below and don't forget to hit the like button and to follow our research. You can also go to my Patreon page and support our work. Thank you and bye bye.